In this video, each one of us will have 48 hours to make an epic Yu-Gi-Oh themed art piece, with the winner having a full hour with Ra himself.
Hello Dualism, and today we will be making a 48-hour Yu-Gi-Oh themed art challenge. 3 people, 3 art pieces.
3 beautiful art pieces that will be on this table.
Let's get on to the video. Hello guys, it's me on my own, and we are gonna be doing a Yu-Gi-Oh shadow box of Dark Magician of Black Chaos here. And this card I really like. We bought 10 of them, so I have room to mess up here. And I think basically I'm using a tutorial for this by some dude, I don't know his name, but the link is down below for his channel and the tutorial playlist. It's on the playlist, but this is my first one. Let's see how it goes.
Alright, so we're gonna be working on this video for a bit, but I've actually got a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do for this whole art thing, so honestly, let's just see how it ends up working, because I feel like my idea could either go very well or very poorly. So I'm gonna look through my house for items I can use, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay, so I was thinking about the thing I might make for this project, and I'm pretty sure I figured it out. So, okay, so I have a 3D printer, and I found this 3D model online. I found a raw obelisk and a slifer one. I'm gonna 3D print these, but I have them. Link will be in the description. They're pretty cool. But I hope it looks cool. Let's begin.
Okay, I am about to perform the first cut. Sorry, my head's in the angle. There we go. That was bad. Let's try it. No! That should be good. Probably won't film that much because it's really hard to do this. Yeah, I messed up. I can't film this. It's too hard.
Okay, so I am outside of my house, and I have this Winged Dragon of Ra model. I started priming it. I would be doing a black primer and then painting over it. But yeah, I have to do this 3 more times, and here is the Ra. I'm gonna turn off the camera and get this sprayed up, and then I'll show you it. Okay, so here I am, and here is what I got. Okay, so what I'll be making is a sculpture, pretty much. Yeah, here's the foam, and it'll have these colored god cards I have inside the foam, and it'll have like a little cave on each one, and then I'll sculpt it, and then I have some of this clay, the stone air dry clay. I don't know if this is right, but hopefully it is. And I've got these, and then I have some extra acrylics that aren't the watery ones. And that is basically my plans. Yeah, raw, all primed up and ready for painting. So he's just got a black primer on. I'll show you the technique I'll be using in a minute, but I gotta go get some new foam. Yeah, and then I'll have to do Obelisk, who's currently printing, and then I have to do Slifer. So the challenge will end by 5 o'clock in 2 days from now, so. Okay, so this is what I've got. I went back to the store and I got some stuff. This is what I've got. I've got the gun and I got some new foam. So this will be better, but I hope this works. Now, let's cut to when it is finished.
What's up guys? I finished the first part, I guess. The first part, I finished the border. There were a bunch of failed attempts, like these ones, like 3 failed attempts. Here's the little guy. I got a couple more, which I think I'm gonna use these ones because I think I should, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna finish this up. I can't film very much in this because try the new Break Purple Cotton Kidney Rose out soon. Dualism, yay!
You know, it really feels like a sick joke that I have to film this video today because I got 0 minutes of sleep, but, you know, it's gotta go on, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm really busy today, so we'll see if we can get stuff done. I've got a lot of the elements for the piece here. I spent a couple hours last night just developing everything, so hopefully this goes well. I'm gonna actually start putting together the piece today.
Okay, here is the fully bonded up thing. I know it might look terrible right now, but trust the process. If all things go to plan, it should look amazing at the end. I'm not quite sure about this right now. Yeah, but what I'm thinking is disaster has struck. I don't want to lift it up because it's supposed to be, oh, maybe it did bond. Well, it broke right here where my finger is, which is not, it's not a good thing. At all, actually. It fell off just a second ago. Yeah, and I have Obelisk, the Tormentor. He finished, and it's pretty nice. So I'm thinking this is around the end of the first day for me. It's pretty late right now. I have Slifer's printing right now. Disaster struck, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about Raw. It's not bonding the super glue. It's kind of not a great thing. I'm not sure about this, actually. So hopefully this thing turns around and looks good. I hope the other people are making something good, because right at this current point, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So it's about the end of the day. We're about to finish, and here's what I have so far. Basically, I have cut this like main part out. You have that one. And then here's one without the little text box. Here's the text box I think you layered on top. Here's these two. We have another border for a little 3D effect, I'm pretty sure. Probably gonna end up cutting out the stars. And I'm gonna have to find a new card because this one I failed. So, yeah. Along with that, I have this for the back. Just useful for the back. I have 3 extras so far, so if I ever mess up again, I might just have to restart. But right now things are going pretty good. I haven't had too big of mess ups yet. Yeah, it's about the end of the day. It's pretty late, so. So, it's the start of day 2, and I got a new card to cut out the inner border. I got this border here, and I think that I should be done pretty soon. I think I'm gonna just hurry up and do this, get as much done today, and hopefully I'll be finished by tomorrow or by today.
Okay, so it's now day 2, and everything should be dry. I got this right here. It should be all dry. I glued it all together with some like foam glue. Yeah, and it seems like Slifer has been done printing. Raw completely demolished. Yeah, so we're not in a good place right now. Hopefully we can pull through today, and tomorrow we can just finish the thing right off. So let's get to work. I started day 2 off by getting Slifer ready for being painted. I separated him from the build plate, and then as soon as he was fully separated, I began to break the supports off, which was really hard because he was like all twisty and turny and he kept getting caught in the supports. But once that was finally done, he looks pretty cool. Next, I moved on to Raw himself, which this is the process I was talking about earlier in the video. It is called the slap chop method, which starts with a dry brush of gray, and then this is the result, and then you move on to a dry brush of white, which adds some nice highlights to the thing and makes him kind of look like stone. But then here's the result of that. It looks like stone. And then I moved on to the wings, and it's the exact same process from here. Next, I started to paint raw. I started with a yellow contrast paint, which a contrast paint is basically just watered down acrylics. And this lets the gray and black, which were shadows, shine through the thin layer of paint. And this is still part of the slap chop method, but the reason I'm using this technique is because it basically lets me do it way faster than if I was to do it normally, and it looks good, which I don't think if I did it normally, mine would have looked good. But the only issue is it looks a tiny bit green, which will be fixed later. And then next, I just worked on the wings, and it was the exact same process from here. Next, it was time for the biggest part of the project, the actual sculpting. I used this knife at first and just outlined the edges, but that knife wasn't working very well, so I moved on to a much less safe knife. It was a kitchen knife. Well, I don't know why I used this, but it worked. Soon after, I started work on the base, and I used a much safer knife. It was a utility knife. It was a bit small, but got the job done pretty well. Then I moved on to gluing a new piece onto the base. This was done so I could raise the base up a little bit, but I probably should have done this earlier in the process, but I'm an idiot. And then I carved it all down into the right shape and size for the rest of the base. It is now day 3, and we are ready to finish up my project. From here, all I did was I glued some stuff on to add some extra detail to the whole rock work, and this gave it that little bit of extra flair to the whole project. And then I trimmed everything up, which made it look just a tad bit more finished. Now I'm hoping you can see my vision from here with Ra and the other gods, and then the cards behind. Then I mixed up my special recipe for texture paint, which the recipe is your own personal selection of colors, and then you add Mod Podge or some glue, and then sand, any sand of your choice, and it makes a nice texture paint. You'll see that towards the end, but I didn't use it for this. This was just regular paints, and it's added to the back to add a nice backdrop to the god cards so they blend in a bit more. Then I just carved everything down to the right shape and size. Now it is time to add the actual god cards. I started with Obelisk, then I moved to Ra, then Slifer, and now they are all in the rightful places where they should be. I continued by gluing these new pieces of foam on top of the old foam board, just to make it look like the god cards are stuck in some sort of rock face, which the downside of doing this is I will never get them out ever again, but I think it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make for this perfect project. Now the rock face is completely done, and it's time to add that grainy, sandy mixture I made earlier to make it look rocky. Okay, so here we have the close to finished version we have. So right now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint Ra, or I'm gonna finish painting these. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm probably gonna do a gray dry brush, and that'll probably be all I do for this. I will see you after I finished all of them. From here until the end, I just work on these, so I think I'll hit a quick time lapse of just everything that happened in this time. Okay, that. Do you know what this means? Time is up. It's 5 o'clock. We started 2 days ago on this challenge. Oh no, it's over. Okay, so hello everyone. Today we finished it actually, which is, well, we finished it, and this is the presentation. We have Milo here.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah. Screen recording this.
Mine was supposed to be in person, but you know, I can film it.
Yeah, that works.
No, yeah, you go. Oliver will go first.
Okay. I never finished mine.
You never finished.
I got like halfway through, or not even halfway through, like a quarter way through. I just made a frame.
He just made a frame, pretty much.
Because we got the wrong type of tape, so I couldn't finish it.
It's time for mine. If I can get it out. It's pretty big.
Holy crap.
Okay, here it is.
By the power of Ra, Obelisk, Saliva, praise Ra, praise Ra. Hey.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not even looking at it.
I built Ra. The cards are unable to get out at all, so they're stuck there forever.
Dude, that is so cool though.
I know. This took forever, and it's not done yet. I need to do like a dry brush on it to make it like the textures better, but yeah.
Okay, now it's time for my turn to see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, here we go. You see, it's about how a dualism casts its shadow on all of us. So, you see, I built the Millennium Puzzle out of sticks, so that casts a shadow on the projection. So, you see, it reflects on all. Oh, I don't see now.
Dualism
yeah.
reflects this. That is fire.
Modern art.
Modern art.
Yeah, dude, it's fire. I don't know.
It's really deep.
I edited together a video.
Yeah.
Of just footage that I could find.
And that is going to do it for today's episode. I ran out of footage for the rest of this, so I'm just going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Also, like and subscribe if you like this, and comment down below if you want to see more art videos. Anyways, thank you and goodbye.